Hello, Adam Kaufman here. There I am. Just shooting you this quick email to give you a heads up and let you know what's going on with Alex Math that your student is in or your child is in. I'm gonna go off this kind of fuzzy here to show you a few things. So we use this Aleks.com website. I wanted to give you a little bit of information, let you know what you should see on your child's computer, so as to know what's going on. So this program, it's really entirely online. I'm here to kind of monitor and then help with questions that students have along the way. But I want to let you know if we go into this program, what you should see your student working on or your child working on, and what um, is available for them to use to help them be successful in this class. While this is loading, there's no homework requirement, but the students can work on this as much as they want. It's a self-paced class, and I'm just logging into a pretend student here, um, and so what you should see is you should see the number of topics that the students have over here on their main screen. If you go to home, it brings up this page. You can tell them to bring it up and it'll show you how many topics they have. If you click on that number, it tells you the percentage. Also shows that over here. This 392 is how many topics are available. Once students reach 334 topics and then pass a knowledge check, they've completed the course and they'll get a pass grade from me. Um, this is uh, this is a course that sometimes students get it done in less than a semester, and sometimes students take more than a semester to get it done, um, just depending on how much they know and how much they can recall from previous classes. They don't. Um, if they get done really early, I have other math that we can practice with. I can move them into an Algebra 1 first semester class in the Alex program and work on them with topics there. But basically, this is kind of what you want to keep an eye on. Checking on your student, look at how many topics they have. Check the next day. Is that number going up? That's what we want to see. Um, if you press continue on the path, you should see, if you're helping your child with their math, you should see they can read through an explanation on how to do things, an answer that they can look at, and then down here it says like give it a try or something like that, and then you go through and you try to answer the questions. Okay, you go through and try to answer the questions. If you answer it incorrectly, then what happens, oh, check answer, what happens is it says try again. Okay, it says try again. And if they get it wrong, let's see, we add 15 over 15, 21. So this one is going to be 21 fourths, 21 fourths, recheck. Oh shoot, I got it wrong. So then it'll go through and it'll show step by step, what the student should have done, and then they can try it again. And you also see up in the top here, there's orange. Like it'll turn orange if they're getting it wrong. If it's good, then it'll go green. If they keep getting it right, it'll go green. And so I just want to give you some indicators on what's going on with that. If I go back to um, if I go to reports, I can look at um, what what my child has been doing. So if I go to reports, I can go to this timeline, and if you do view the timeline detail, you should be able to see how much the child got done over a certain range of time. This one, nobody's worked on it for a while, and so but if I go back, um, bear with me here. So when we were setting this up, you can see, like on Monday, if I click on that, 3 topics were learned. Tuesday, 11 topics were learned. Notice there's nothing on Wednesday. They didn't even log in. 7 topics learned Thursday. Four learned on Friday, and so on. And then um, so then you can see how many topics your child learned that day, or each day, if you will. There's also, again, I'm just trying to give you some indicators on what was going on. So this week's activity, You would see more than I will on this one because nobody did anything, but it'll show how many problems they worked, how much time did they spend in the program. Um, I believe topics attend. I think right here it also say the number of problems attempted, and actually here it'll say like specifically which ones were attempted. And so I just wanted to give you this information so that you can check in on your student and see if they're making progress. On Family Access or Skyward, you're not going to see very much in the grade book, and so the progress that they'll make is going to come through you looking on this program or contacting me, and I will let you know. But that's kind of how it goes. So there should be daily progress when we're in class. It should be about 45 minutes of them working on this Alex program. With the students at home, I need your help to make sure that they're focused. I can see when they log in. Um, I can see what they've attempted and how many topics, but I can't see if they're, on other websites. I can't see if what else they're doing. So any help I can get at home is great. If they get to use a calculator, then one will pop up on the screen. If your child, just really wants to get prepped for next year for when they take algebra and um, wants to work ahead and wants to get going on some extra Algebra 1 topics, that's great. They can work at home. The only thing that they need to make sure they do is they need to take what's called the knowledge checks when they're online with me. What a knowledge check does is it'll go through and show or ask questions about what they've previously learned and some similar questions to what they've learned. And um, if they get the problems wrong, then those problems, those topics are going to come back in to the group of topics that they then have to work through again. If they get them right, then they have them mastered and they get to move on. So if you see the numbers go down, odds are they had a knowledge check and they got to go back and earn some of them back. And it's not uncommon to go backwards a little bit, but usually those are pretty fast to get earned back. I always tell the kids if they have a knowledge check, then before they come back the next day, if they went backwards to try to do a little homework that night and get back up to where they were before that knowledge check. So again, I'm Mr. Kaufman. I just wanted to make this quick so that you had a little more information about the class. Please feel free to email me with any questions you have. Um, otherwise, uh, yeah, that's what I got. Thanks for your time.